A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this, the 13th annual Trilogue Business in Society Conference for 2020. I'm Kukulethu Mfuphi, and I have the pleasure of being a moderator and MC for today. A great pleasure to have you all back with us, particularly for those of you who joined us for what was our first day of the Trilogue conversation and conference. But if you are joining us for the first time today, we warmly welcome you too to what will be an invigorating conversation as we build up on the themes and concepts that we evaluated just yesterday in understanding the current landscape within the corporate social investment environment. Now, things are quite clear that 2020 has been an incredibly tough year. Just yesterday, we heard from several stakeholders and leaders from various aspects of society who gave us their findings and views and perspectives on some of the solutions that do need to be tabled and brought forward in order to ensure that we cultivate the environment regarding corporate social giving. What we've witnessed is that 2020 has really helped us reach a little bit deeper into our pockets, to give, to be more considerate to the lives and livelihoods of those around us. But one thing's for certain is that as we see ourselves moving and meandering around this very difficult economic climate, we might find ourselves under pressure as we look to continue to pivot and evolve how we roll out our corporate social responsibility structures. But, of course, today promises to build up on some of these themes, which incorporate the likes of education as well as youth employment, which we touched on yesterday. And today specifically, there'll be a strong focus in understanding how it is that we can excel and use ICT as a key enabler, not only to the development of human individuals, but most importantly, how it is that we look to excel and progress society moving forward. So we thank you for participating today and, of course, promise you that this conversation and conference is one like any other with great levels of interaction and, of course, ongoing conversations between all of us. With that said, I'd like to thank our headline sponsors for making this event possible. None of this would have happened without their ongoing support and participation in the program. Specifically, our headline sponsors, Eskom Development Foundation, Old Mutual, MTN, Rand Water, and Vodacom. Not forgetting our conference box, swag box sponsors. You might have received some of your parcels over the last couple of days. If not, do get in touch with the organizers and I'm sure a plan can be made for you. We had swag boxes which had water bottles sponsored by ABSA, bamboo coffee mugs sponsored by Capitec, as well as notebooks sponsored by VWSA. And not forgetting our NPO sponsors, Momentum Metropolitan Foundation, Sanlam, Old Mutual, and MTN. Now, we do want to also strongly encourage you to participate on social media where you get to share the messaging with the rest of the world. And the official hashtags that we are using for our conference this morning are hashtag BIS2020, hashtag Business in Society, and the account name is @Trilogue. Now, if you think social media is the only platform we've been using to spread the word, think again. This conference is certainly one with a difference, where we interact, we're able to engage, we're able to network and have direct contact with those that are fellow attendees within this particular platform. And I'd like to give you a quick view as to how many of you can navigate the environment. For many of you, you had the opportunity just yesterday to play around with our polling questions, share your Q&As, and most importantly, interact and use the chat service, and of course, participate in the networking. But we've got amazing prizes to give away. And if you're lucky enough to actually participate in our quiz, which we strongly encourage you to do, make your way down to the menu section, navigate your way down to quiz, and that's exactly where you'll have the opportunity to participate in responding to a variety of questions. Not too difficult. If you make your way down to the exhibition center and understanding who our sponsors are, you'll be able to identify a lot of the information that's required for you to adequately respond to some of these questions. Now, you might be wondering what prize you have available. Well, a double-page spread within the Trilogue notebook or handbook for 2021, which is worth 90,000 Rand. And if that's not enough for you, we've thrown in a wonderful technology device as well that you'll be able to make use of and access as a prize winner. Worth 90,000 Rand. I think that's incentive enough. So please do participate by making sure that you answer the polling questions, participate in the pop quiz, and also share your messaging on social media, because the individual with the most amount of engagement, most amount of tweets, and most appropriate tweets that are also shared participates in winning significant prizes that we have here today. So Don't say we haven't made this conference worth your while. But as we look to get today's program ahead of the day, we want to start off by welcoming our first speaker, who will provide us with some context as well as a clear understanding of how best it is that we can amplify diversity, inclusion, as well as belonging in development. We look forward to your engagement in this conversation as well, and want you to be mindful that whenever a new speaker or new segment of the program does come up, you do need to move into the next block of the program and not stay within the opening.